Welcome to your Real Food Wisdom Roundup, May 2026. If you're new to this channel, so am I sort of. I have been doing my roundups on Instagram for about the last year, and it was actually my stepdaughter last year. She said, Alice, I think maybe a better kind of place for you to put your roundups, because they're quite long, is on YouTube. So what a good idea. And I sort of like played around. I uploaded a few videos that I'd done previously, but now I want to consistently put these real food roundups on YouTube. So great to meet you. I'm Alice. My passion and mission in life is to help people who are feeling overwhelmed with food, not knowing what to do, feeling overwhelmed with the kind of food noise out there, reconnect to the abundance of food, trust themselves, and enter into a much freer way of eating and connecting with food, which leads to a healthy mind, a healthy body, feeling good, more enjoyment of life, more energy, lots of great things. I will tell you more about myself in more videos, but for now I'm just going to dive in right away and talk to you about what is in season, which is the purpose of these videos. I just love to be able to collate as much of the seasonal produce as possible and share it with you. So we're in May. I'm in the UK, in Manchester, which, if you don't know the UK, is quite sort of like halfway up. It's not north, really. Scotland is north, really, but loads of things in season at the moment. First of all, we are at the height of our asparagus season in the UK. So I tend to only buy asparagus in this window. Asparagus is a perennial plant, and it grows for free every year for about 20 years. So if you've got an outside space that you want to start growing things in, asparagus is a fantastic plant that you can start growing, and it will give you continuous harvests for many years to come. If you're going to want to cook with asparagus in your kitchen, then you can saute it, you can fry it, you can chop it up, you can mix it into stews, you can even grate it raw on certain things. It's a beautiful vegetable. Asparagus is really packed with antioxidants. It's very high in vitamin K. It's packed full of fibre. For its weight, it produces a very, very nutrient dense food to eat. So getting asparagus into your life is going to do your body absolute wonders. It's tasty. It does make your wee smell a bit weird, but don't worry about that. And it's at its peak. So you're going to fill your boots right now with asparagus. Fill your boots. If you want to continue it through the season, be thinking about making asparagus soup in order to freeze it, and then you can have it through the rest of the year. My take on things is to not kind of become overwhelmed with needing to do lots of stuff that you just end up feeling completely like, what do I do first? But to slowly and surely fit in practices into your life that are going to make sure that you've got healthy food at your fingertips easily, in a way that's achievable and accessible and relatable for the everyday person. Like, not like my kitchen. This is basically what it is. I keep it real. I haven't got some sort of amazing whiz-bangy kitchen. It's just a normal kitchen. I run a family. It's busy. There's always people coming backwards and forwards. So we just keep it real here. There's no like perfection at all. Other things that are in season, leafy greens. Oh my gosh, pack yourself full of leafy greens. So good for you. If you want them in their raw form, you can put them in smoothies along with apples and even nettles. Nettles are still in season. You can saute them, you can boil them. I don't really like them boiled. It just really gets rid of all the flavour. If you do want them in some sort of watered form, it's much better to steam them. Much better. But steamed are quite nice. It retains its flavour profile, and you can always put a bit of garlic oil on top of it, or chili oil, loads of butter, salt, pepper, lush. Have it as a side to meat or vegetables or whatever you're eating, basically. Just get it part of your life. Leafy greens. New potatoes in season. Rhubarb still in season. We've got strawberries. In the UK, we've got strawberries coming over. We have some strawberries in the UK, I think, are starting to be produced from inside polytunnels. But we might just be a little bit early, actually. Most of them are coming over from Spain and Italy, places like that. A little note on strawberries. Strawberries are one of the highest fruits in retaining the kind of chemical constitution of pesticides. So I really cannot tell you enough to, if you have to buy strawberries that are not organic, make sure you wash them very well. Otherwise, just try and buy them organic. They are also treated with 4 different types of pesticides, which are very harmful to the human gut, carcinogens, all this sort of stuff. So we just want to clear that out as much as possible from our diet, as much as we possibly can. What else is in season? If you are a meat and a fish eater, lobster and crab are at their height. You're going to get really sweet lobster, really sweet crab, brilliant, fantastic. Especially if you're on the coast of the UK, you'll be able to get that just knock yourself out. We've also got mackerel, which is in season, as plaice and halibut. Great fish, sustainable fish, especially mackerel. Very good mackerel for getting your oily omega-3s into your life. I do share recipes on my Instagram site, so and I have got some good mackerel recipes that I post, so get yourself over there. It's just Alice E. Belton as well, and follow me on there. And importantly, the recipes are designed to be, and they're just shared from like a normal person's perspective, a normal busy mum with I've got my own business, I run a community garden, all sorts of stuff going on. I just don't really have a lot of time to like faff around. I do layer in healthy food into my life, and I won't eat UPS, I just won't do it. So I've spent 10 years trying to find systems that support this way of living without leading to overwhelm. Other things that are in season that are really easy are herbs, parsley, coriander, lettuce. That's not a herb, but that's something separate. Going back to herbs, bay leaf, thyme, beautiful, and thyme is just beginning to flower. Oregano, lavender is just going to start flowering soon. You can do all sorts of lovely things with the lavender. Lots of other slightly lesser known herbs as well, like sweet cicely. Sweet cicely is a beautiful flower, which has got an aniseedy type taste. It goes particularly well with rhubarb. So if you've still got rhubarb, then you can get on the, you can combine them and they work really well together. What else? So rocket, oh my God, it's one of my favorite things to grow. It's so easy. If you buy wild rocket, it comes back every single year. It's absolutely wonderful. And you actually probably can't really get rid of it. But yet we go to the supermarket and buy lots of rocket in like plastic bags sprayed with who goodness knows what. But if you sow rocket in your garden, you don't need a big patch. You just have a small patch, and then it's very satisfying when you go outside and you snip your rocket and put it in the bowl and eat it. Wonderful. I want to close the video with a little note about hormones. I was just having a chat with my business coach, you know who you are, and she asked me a question at the end of our meeting, and she was like, we talk a lot about, she coaches me, I kind of coach her, and she was like, Alice, what do you do when you're about to come on your period and you're hitting that hormonal stage and you're like, I just want to eat everything in sight? And because she's been following like her intuition and been eating really healthily, and then she gets to the end of the month, or like the stage of the month where she's due on and she's just like, I just want to eat everything inside, feed me. So I had a few thoughts about that I want to share now with you guys. The first thing that I do is honor my cycle. So I choose to view my ability to be able to be in connection with the earth and have a cycle as something positive. I choose to honor my womb as a place of creation, and we do live in a society which doesn't really honor our menstrual cycle. It sees it still, I think, as a curse, and actually I see it as a very powerful time of the month. It does come with sometimes more feelings of tiredness, an increased sense of agitation, and just to maybe, if you're anything like me, more of a sense of I just want to like not be around people. So what I tend to do is try to I track my cycle, and then I book around the time that I know that I'm going to have my period. I make sure that I've got a bit of space. I don't book in too many people around that time. I don't book in too many events. I just know that I'm going to be a little bit more afraid around the edges. That being said, there are some occasions whereby life happens. You have birthdays, you have prearranged things that you can't get out of, you've got holidays, or you've just got stuff, you know, life happens. And in those moments, I do have some go-tos, some food go-tos where I feel like I just need to eat. And they are dates, number one, apples, raisins, lots of water, and lots of quite sort of filling drinks. So milk-based drinks that are going to fill me up and satiate me when I feel like I just need to reach for something. 90% dark chocolate, I mean, I eat that all day, every day anyway, so that's not really anything different. Grapes, things like that are like easy, pop in the mouth and give a kind of sweet fix, or some kind of like burst, or some kind of like umami. You've got that beautiful umami taste of the dates. Figs is another one as well, but dates especially, they're very, very caramelizing. If you don't like any of those things, there are other things, like you can buy popcorn, like salted popcorn, which are very like low in like sugars, and they're just corn essentially. And there's also other things like love corn, which are a type of sweet corn, which have got like salted herbs on, which are quite nice. I don't actually eat them myself, but they haven't got any nasties in them, and they do enable you to have that kind of like fix of something easy, something that you just want to eat without feeling like, oh my god, I've just eaten an entire thing of Pringles and now I feel like crap. But I would say to really honour, like have a think about your cycle. What are your what are your subconscious associations with your cycle? And do you need to have difficult conversations with people when you're on your cycle? Do the people around you respect that you're on your cycle? And what do you need to do to look after yourself during that stage? And if you see it as an inherently really bad thing, I'm not saying it's an easy thing. It's not an easy thing, but we can do hard things. Life does not need to be easy for us to still honour it. So if you do have a cycle, and if this is resonating with you, then have a think about how you can perhaps honour it and give yourself a little bit more of what you need during that time. Thank you for listening. I hope I've not gone on too much. I feel a bit better now I'm on YouTube as opposed to Instagram, because when I'm on Instagram, I'm always thinking, oh God, this is going to be too long. Anyway, follow me. Please subscribe. Apparently this is what you have to do on YouTube. Please subscribe. And tell me if you like it. Tell me if there's anything that you want me to cover. I have been doing this for 10 years. I have been, like I said, looking at systems to help me connect as a busy mum, as a busy wife, as a business owner with food in meaningful, positive, psychologically healthy ways that don't include obsession, like a purity culture, ideology, you should do this, you must do that, I want to be thinner. I'm just not into that, man. I want health, I want longevity, I want to enjoy my food, and I want to have a healthy body and a healthy mind. And so over 10 years, I've kind of learned a lot. So if there's anything you would like me to cover in subsequent videos, please let me know. Very nice to meet you, and hopefully someone out there will watch this. Bye.